Right, so obviously the Haldex controller is currently in this because planning on using this tomorrow. Probably edit this out so that nobody sees how to turn the Golf on so they can steal it. But I've got mine installed in here. So just now I've tapped in. I never used one of my own harnesses. I've just used, or I built my own harness because I'm lazy. So I will remove this because I want to test it, or I know it works, but I want to use it on the Mark 7. So helps if you go around to the right side. I keep forgetting. So we're going to install our Gen 5 controller into our Mark 7. So the easiest way to do it, I'm going to go onto my knees, is you lift the back seat up, and this is your original connection. This goes to the differential, and it is simply a case of unplugging this. And when I take this to get a new harness, or when we build a new harnesses, it won't look like this pile of mess, but as a proof of concept, you plug this connector in, you plug this connector in, and then you take your new fancy doofer and you plug that connector in. And that's it. Somebody will need to tell me how long they want this, because leaving it under here isn't an option, leaving it in the footwell isn't an option, gluing it to the back seat isn't really an option.
Yeah, like, well, will people want the controller?
I don't know. That's up to them.
Question.
That is a good question. So now I've connected. I don't know if this will pan that well, but if you'd like to jump in, I'll just do a quick demonstration of the functionality. So just now it's connected to Wi-Fi. So because I've taken it out of mine, all I've done is I've changed it to Gen 5. And you can see here just now that chassis can is healthy and Haldex can is unhealthy. That's because it's off. So now I've turned the car on. I'm going to block that out because he's going to change it once it goes back anyway. So you can see here that chassis can and Haldex can are now both healthy. And when I press the throttle, we get a reported throttle percentage. And in expert mode as well, you can see that change through. So that must also record. So what I'd like to do now is, if you can hold my phone, I'm literally going around just round the block. So what I want to capture is, obviously if I press the throttle, you see that move? So what I want to do is capture this trace through, so the speed's along the top and then the throttle's down here. So as I drive, not only will the throttle increase, but the speed will increase, and you'll get to see that on the live trace. So once these potatoes move out the way,
Great timing.
I can just do a wee quick rip round the block. Now obviously this is, this has been a really quick install. It took me less than 25 seconds to install it. We've got no warning lights on the dash, and everything's functioning exactly as it should. Your camera skills are fantastic.